That's like pretty much the most important thing you need to know. That's really it. If you master that, you've got it. Storytelling really is the essence of a great video. And on YouTube, there are certain rules to telling a great story, and you actually can tell a story in any type of video. Whether you're educating people, entertaining them, or inspiring them, you can still take them on a journey, even if you're staying in one location, like I'm doing in this video. But you've also seen other videos where we've taken you to different locations and we've told this visual story throughout, but the same elements apply whether I'm in one location or I'm in several locations. So the rules of telling a great story in a YouTube video, there's really 6 that kind of sum up the premise of this that you can start implementing into your own videos no matter what level you're at. Whether you're a beginner on YouTube or you've been doing this thing for a while and you just want to start doing your videos in a different way. So rule number 1 is the tease, which, being a former journalist, this concept was no stranger to me. You really want to lead with something that's going to grab the viewer's attention off the bat. So you'll notice that in this video, we started the video by saying, that's like pretty much the most important thing you need to know. That's really it. If you master that, you've got it. So immediately you're like, well, what's that one thing? What's the one thing I need to know? And that makes you want to watch the rest of the video. And you'll also notice in big time vlogger videos, a lot of the times they'll start their videos with the thing that hooks the audience the most, because it's either the most dramatic, the most funny, the most curious moment of their footage. And so it's edited completely out of. So whether you're educating people or you're doing an entertainment vlog or an inspirational story or a video of some kind, you want to start your video off with that hook, that tease that's going to draw in your viewers. So keep in mind when you're doing your shooting and you're filming, really pay attention to the moments where you have that hook moment of aha, or oh, that's really important, or oh, that's really gonna drive it home, or wow, that's gonna be really visually interesting. And that can be the lead of your video. You can always include it later in the video, but if you start it off with that, people are gonna wanna watch the whole thing to figure out what it is. Rule number 2 is that hook. So I kind of mentioned this when I was talking about the tease, but the hook is telling people exactly what they're gonna get out of the video. So in this video, I'm saying at the beginning, I have the tease and you're like, what's that really important thing? And then my hook would be, by the end of this video, you're gonna know how to tell a really great story in your YouTube videos to up your level of quality and up your video game. There you go, that's your hook. You know exactly what you're gonna get out of this and you know exactly why you should be watching. So the hook, to explain it in an easy way, is really giving the viewer a reason to stay tuned because they know what they're gonna get out of it. They're not guessing, it's not the tease where they're like, what is that? You're giving them a concrete answer, because keep in mind, the ideal situation is your audience is constantly growing on YouTube. So if people are discovering your video for the very first time, they don't wanna wait around and figure out like why they're watching the video. They wanna be hooked immediately, and that's why it's really important to have that up front. Rule number 3 is setting the scene with B-roll and with sound effects and with your branding and your editing style. Setting the scene comes from a lot of different factors. You can do different B-roll things to kind of give the right vibe to your video or set the right setting depending on where you're shooting, or you can just add in graphics and sound effects like we do in these kinds of videos, so you guys have this consistent flow when it comes to seeing my videos and you know what to expect, and it helps take you through step 1, step 2, step 3, which is a form of storytelling. So you can watch some of my other videos that are, it's set in different places that have visual storytelling. I'll link to a few below, or you can even use the process that we're using in this video with the graphics and the sound effects and the different fonts to take you through the story and the steps of this process. The next step, which is rule 4, is the meat. So it doesn't matter if you're doing a video that is a travel vlog, or you're doing a how-to video, or you're doing an unboxing, or you're doing a review. Really doesn't matter. All that matters is that you go from the beginning intro into the meat of what the story is about. Whether that's for this video, the steps that you guys want to know and you're waiting to hear from me, or if it's the actual unboxing of the video, making sure that that meat of the video takes the most time to go through, because that's what people are there for. So that meat is the most important part to really flesh out and make sure you're giving your audience exactly what they're looking for with as much information and entertainment as possible. Rule number 5 is bringing it back to the tease. So giving full context. So I teased in the beginning and I said, That's the most important thing. If you master that, then you've got it. And my context for that can now come in later in the video, which is right now. And the number one thing that I want you to master is really understanding that storytelling is about taking the content that you have and just putting it into the order that tells the best story. So in a sense, yes, you can start it off with that tease, but you need to bring it back around for people to really understand the context of what that was all about. So that tease for me was really the crux of this video. This whole entire video is about ordering your clips and your content in a way that is most effective and most powerful to tell the right story in your videos. And truly, if you master that one thing, that's really all you need to know about storytelling in your YouTube videos, no matter what kind of video you're making. If this is making sense for you, put boss in the comments below and also give me a like and let me know that this is totally resonating with you. Now, finally, rule number 6 of great storytelling on YouTube and how to tell a story in your YouTube videos is wrapping up with final takeaways or key points and a call to action. So your wrap up is so important. We've literally done it all now. We have the beginning with the tease and the hook, we have the middle with the meat, and we have the end. We have everything that you need in your video to tell a true story. Again, doesn't matter where you're shooting it or what kind of video it is, you have everything you need to tell a story in your YouTube videos. So at the very end, you wanna make sure that you really make it concise and drive the points home that you wanted to drive home. So again, whether you're doing a travel vlog and maybe you're traveling around, I don't know, Thailand. I actually have a travel Thailand vlog from years ago. Might show a clip from that. That video, at the very end of it, if I were to do it today and I was making sure I was focusing on the storytelling, I would make sure at the end of it, I would say like, okay, cool. So I just was in Thailand for a month and my biggest takeaways or my number one place that you have to go visit is here. And these are all the activities that you should go and do here so that people can watch and enjoy the story of the video. And then at the end, they know they're gonna get a list of things that they should probably go and do. And it's concise, it's bullet pointed, and it gives them a clear takeaway from that video. And you're really wrapping it up in a nice way. Or you give them a call to action to do even more and take even more action, especially if it's a tutorial video of some kind. So in this case, what you can do is you can go to any of my added value, masterclasses, freebies, opt-ins, and get more information about how to grow your YouTube channel. And that's going to obviously benefit you if you're creating storytelling videos. You're gonna know now how to build your channel using those awesome videos and how to brand your channel in the right way so you get even more attention. So that would be my call to action. That would be my wrap up for this video. It's kind of weird because I'm like doing it, but I'm not ready to do it. So the main thing is rule number 6 or step number 6 of storytelling in your YouTube videos is just making sure that you have that clear, concise ending and it feels complete for the audience. So you're not leaving them hanging unless you're doing some sort of series. And then of course it makes sense to leave them hanging and do like a cliffhanger at the end. But I do recommend having that wrap up at the end with either your final takeaways, your final notes, your best pieces of information from the video, or a call to action to go and do more and provide more value to your viewers and your audience. So I do recommend if you do want to tell stories in your videos and you really want to get serious about growing your channel, make sure you check out our 0 to 100,000 subscribers guide, which is below this video. You can click the link and you can grab it. And it's a case study of one of my clients who grew from 0 to 100,000 subscribers in less than 10 months. Follow those steps, you'll be totally on the right track. And make sure you start implementing these steps in your videos to really bring your viewer through an experience in each video, no matter what kind of equipment you have, no matter where you're shooting, but at least each viewer who's watching will feel like they're going through this really amazing story and watching someone who knows what they're doing, which you do. So thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this, hit that like button, give me a comment below with your biggest takeaway, and feel free to share your YouTube channel because I do want to see what you're up to, or if you have a really great example of storytelling, put that link in the comments below as well. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.